And good morning. It is the last day of July, the 31st of July, 2024. And I am almost back on the AT. We'll be in about 7 steps. And we are back on the Appalachian Trail. I did sleep good last night. I ended up getting in that stream. The water wasn't super cold, but it made me chilly when I went to bed. So I get in my sleeping bag and it's nice and toasty. Then I was too hot, too cold, too hot, but I did sleep because I had crazy dreams all night. So I like that. I know when I'm dreaming, I'm sleeping, but I think I crashed like around 8, quarter to 8, and woke up at 1 and then crashed again and woke up at quarter to 6. So it's a little after 6:30 and our food is very low, very low. So we've got 16 miles to a food truck. It's a mile off the road, so really 17. And then there's another market at 20. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make the market before it closes. So I need to do 17 miles in 10 hours to hit the food truck. So I'm going to start out kind of slow here to get the old joints warmed up, and we got to pick up the pace. So, and try not to burn too many calories to eat up the last of our food. I got a Cliff Bar and a Carnation drink for today. So, talk about just-in-time inventory. I don't know. It might be not quite in time inventory, but we'll live. We will live. So I'm gonna let you go in and get going, and I gotta get hiking. I got miles to do, and it's overcast, and the more I can do before it rains, if it's going to, the better, because rain definitely slows you down on the trail. But sleeping beside that stream was awesome last night, though. I will talk to you all in a while. Have a great day. Hello. It is just before 2 p.m. on Wednesday, July 31st, and we just stopped for a little break back there at that shelter, and I got some great trail magic. Jukebox, who did the AT in 2017 and has actually worked in Monson at the AT Visitor Center. She was out doing some hiking on the long trail, and she gave me a Cliff Bar, which was nice, and a little package of trail mix, and also some noodles that I could cook up tonight. So I definitely needed that sugar rush. That's going to get me to this food truck that we're hoping is there. I don't know though, it's a mile off the road to it. So I don't really want to walk that whole way because that'd be a mile down, mile back, 2 miles, and it's only 4 miles from the road there to like a proper market. So what I might do, I think Solar's going to push through. What I think I'm going to do is give it maybe 5 or 10 minutes at that road and see if I can get a quick hitchhike. And if I can't, I'll just stumble on, fueled by the trail mix and the Cliff Bar. And I get plenty of water to make it to the market. And that, because the food truck's not going to have stuff that, you know, you can resupply with anyway. I mean, maybe grab a bottle or can of soda to take with you, but I just need a day anyway. I'll get my mail drop in Killington tomorrow late afternoon. Get there before the post office closes at 4:30, so I'll have that anyway. So I don't need a lot of stuff, but definitely would rather go to a market. They have ice cream, so I would definitely get a pint of ice cream to eat right away. So we'll see. I don't know. I get like 3 miles to go, 4 to the road, so we'll keep plugging. Check back in later. All right, we're getting close to another road crossing, but this is pretty sweet little gorge right here and bridge. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is super cool. I'm not going to hang here too long because I can hear thunder, but I can hear a car too. But this is super sweet. Fingers are sweaty, so I got to be careful here. We're going to start getting some really, really beautiful stuff now. Eastern Vermont, New Hampshire. I look forward to those. It is time for another installment of QFTP, Questions from the People. And this next question comes from a very good friend of mine, Billy G. I've known Billy G since about 3rd grade or so, and shot more than a fair share of basketball shots with this guy. It's a great question. Let's see what he wants to find out.
Hi Sloggy, it's your buddy Bill from your hometown, Calais, Maine. We've watched you hike the trail from Georgia all the way through, kind of hiking it with you, so to speak, me and Alicia. So the question that we have is, could you tell us about the difference in the landscapes and foods coming from south to north? We hope you're doing well and look forward to seeing you in Lincoln, New Hampshire sometime in August. Have a good day. Love you, bud.
So that's definitely a very good couple questions there, especially the landscape one. You know, it's funny. We were just talking the other day, Solar and I, and literally as we stepped foot from Massachusetts to Vermont, everything changed, the trees and everything. And that's pretty much been the way, the whole way up the trail, beginning in Georgia, where it was a beautiful footpath. There's about 80 miles of the trail in Georgia, and not many rocks. And I'm sure it has to do with how the, you know, it's above my pay grade in geology, but I'm sure it has to do with how the ice caps, you know, rescinded back north and things like that, just dropping rocks along the way. And of course they dropped a few extra in Pennsylvania, but yeah, it's been really cool. You know, Virginia, North Carolina, tons of rhododendrons line the trail. And now we're finally getting into some, you know, hardwood, some more pines, evergreens, things like that, of course, in Vermont. And then when we get into the, you know, in New Hampshire, it's just going to be, you know, the granite state. So we're going to be seeing lots of rocks. The foods, you know, you're talking to a guy that if I can get my hands on a pint of ice cream and Snickers, I'm happy. So, I mean, down south, there were some grits and things like that, but my menu has not been, nor is it ever, that sophisticated. But the prices, that has changed. Prices were a lot less expensive in the south. You know, I was getting Snickers for almost $2 less than up here. So definitely things are more pricey in the Northeast. But thanks for the questions, bud. Love you too. And yes, I can't wait to see you in Lincoln in, I don't know, a few days. I'll let you know though. See ya. It is near the end of the day on July 31st, 2024, and we just hit the farm stand, as you can see from the pictures. But before that, I was lucky enough to have a guy pull over and stop and ask me what I was looking for, and I basically told him a Coke. So he said, this guy Dan, he lived local, he said, jump in and I'll drive you like 5 miles down the road to a kind of a real store, if you will. Had all kinds of stuff, so I loaded up there and of course bought some ice cream that you saw. And, or actually I didn't take a picture of it. I ate it too quick before I could even get a picture of it, but trust me, it was a quart of ice cream. And so thank you, Dan, for doing that. I really appreciate it. And it's people like you that really, you know, make it fun out here. So thanks again. Talk to y'all soon.